The cross on Hanlon's Point Beach. Why did I put it there? Back in June of this year, a 24-year-old gay man was attacked, well, they used the word assaulted, by a group of people. They made the usual homophobic slurs. You know how it is. Comments towards him and women he was with while walking to the ferry dock. This young guy says here, David Gomez, the fact that my people, our people, are being attacked, and in all places, Toronto, where we have world pride, even though I knew intelligently that this was an inevitable thing to take place, it still angers me in my heart. I grew up in the 1980s. I was born in 1970. You can guess on my age right there. I know what it was like to go through that hell. You never forget it. It's always there. And there's always the possibility something could happen, getting on a bus, getting off a bus, sitting on a bus, somewhere, anywhere, and somebody starts yelling something or takes a swing at me. It's there. And plus, I'm an older man, and they're going to say a whole bunch of things that they can add to it, which is why I try to speak with a deeper voice rather than my normal voice, which is, it sounds too effeminate, and it'll set these people off into their, into a panicked anti-gay assault upon me and others. This incident that took place at the ferry docks on the island, a place that I've been to probably 100 times, being that I go there 10 times a year, been going there for 8 years, well, make that 80 times I've been there, approximately. This is something that should not be happening, even though, like I said intelligently, I know there are crazy people out there. I made this cross, well, I suppose, to say that God is screaming, that hatred against us is wrong, that all these crazy things that were taught in the Bible and all the other religious texts around the bloody planet are wrong, and God is screaming. Just think about what goes on in Russia with the laws against everything gay and gay propaganda. I don't know all the answers, but I do know that each of us can try to make a difference.
Yep.
And I love this beach for the obvious reasons, despite what some people might try to think. I'm hoping that this cross will have some sort of good meaning to people who see it. Actually, I had fully expected someone to smash it, because a lot of people have had to deal with their families turning on them, and those families being deeply religious and screaming and squawking at them that they're committing cardinal sins. And no, not against cardinal birds. Cardinal sins, which is a laugh. I know there's a lot of people who don't want to see a cross or anything to do with it, but this is a pink cross. I designed it and printed it and painted it. The original sticker that was hanging off of it has since gotten wet and the ink has faded. So I'm printing a tag that I can attach to the one that's there, maybe put up another one. But this is the reason why I've done this, because I'm really deeply upset about what happened to this young guy. It could be any one of us standing there waiting for the ferry, or getting on a bus, or on our bikes going down the street. And I've had that happen. I've had bottles thrown at me, and you know what? Called faggot. PDO, which is a goddamn filament inside the external housing of an altitude sensor of a prop-driven airplane. That's PDO. I hope this cross brings people together in resolve and a desire to stand up together, and yes, in anger, because I've learned one thing in life: if you're not prepared to defend your life, you're not going to get anywhere. The first Pride March after the Stonewall riots was very much about anger, a protest. Now, I'm not calling for violence against what happened. I'm just saying, people, don't forget, there's hateful people out there, and they would do anything to hurt us. I hope the cross makes a point to you.